Hey guys, and welcome to Build It. It's a new segment on the CanHammer YouTube channel, and basically what I do is I unbox a model kit or board game, and then I assemble it in front of you at 4 or 8 times speed, depending on how long it takes me, so you guys can watch me, shave the plastic and clip the sprues at a really fast pace, and hopefully it gives you guys appreciation of how to build the model and what kind of effort goes into it and any difficulties that I have. So we'll start off. The first episode I'm going with Thousand Suns Magnus the Red, Demon Primarch of Tzeentch. Now this is an absolutely beautiful kit. I believe it was 160 Canadian. Retail price may vary depending on where you were. Now he is gorgeous. Magnus is the Primarch of the Thousand Suns. Until fairly recently, Primarchs were only in the 30k game from Forge World, and that's fairly recent. So it's really nice to have a plastic kit of what they're at now. And so Magnus was forced, he wasn't a trader until the Space Wolves conquered his homeland, and then he was forced to move into the Eye of Terror, and now he basically runs a Demon World of Tzeentch. So this kit is kind of interesting. Now they did something weird, is they had a sleeve over top of it. So you can pull the sleeve off, and then you get this really awesome box. Like really cool. It's Magnus and some Zangors and some Rubric Marines and some Terminators. Just a gorgeous box. I might actually keep this to put like transfers in or something like that, like a storage box, just because they did such a nice job. Like there's only branding on the top. It's just pure artwork. So we'll crack this open there. And another box, number 3, just a flat tray. Okay, so you get your full color instructions on how to assemble them. We'll be going through these on the fast-paced build, but it's really good that they did these in full color. They've made them even more, I guess, step-by-step. In the past, a lot of Games Workshop rules and not rules, but instructions on how to assemble things were very like 2-part, and you could, they're kind of hard to follow. But with a lot of this new digital CAD and stuff like that, they're basically like puzzle pieces, and it's really nice to fit them together. So this is really cool, and we'll use that a little bit later. So in the tray we have 3 sprues. That's pretty interesting. There's actually not a lot of pieces on this kit initially, and that's just a black box. So he comes on a 100mm round base. It's not fairly new, but it's 2013 was when the mold was made, but it's a kind of a pain if you do resin bases. There's not a lot of 100mm rounds yet. You'll have to get those custom made, which a lot of retailers or the resin base market guys are able. They do that for you, no problem. So we'll start with sprue number 1. So sprue number 1 contains the wing pieces. So there's actually not that many pieces, and some of the armor, as well as his amazing staff with like a scythe on the end. I'm sure that has a specific name, but it's just gorgeous bit. Next sprue contains a lot more of Magnus's body part. Now one thing that you will notice in this kit is you assemble him essentially naked like a Ken doll, and then the armor is separate. So there's his other weapon, there's his chest, just lots of details. There's the back piece right there. It's kind of neat. Right there for the wings. And so when you glue these wings in, they have a huge slot, so they're not going to fall out. Plastic cement. Actually, you could probably even just pop them in with how deep that is. A little bit of spray paint should make that tighter. I'm probably going to glue them. There's a Space Wolf Dreadnought arm. You know it's Space Wolf because of the details on that, which are fantastic. They didn't just use a regular Dreadnought arm. They actually custom built this, and there's etched in Space Wolf runes and teeth and things. So he's crushing a Space Wolf, which is kind of cool. It's also unfortunate because if you want to use him in Age of Sigmar, this bit won't fit in there, but you could replace it with a rock and then make it more neutral, and then you could use him as like a Lord of Change in Age of Sigmar and Magnus in 40k. And then the last sprue is his hair and horns. So it's basically a whole sprue. It's just his head. And so they have several head variants here. They have, oh wow, so he has several faces. One with a helmet, I like the helmets a lot. Then one with the helmet piece separate, it looks like, so you can kind of change it up. And he's got all these nice flows of hair. And his cape, a nice bit there. Little etched detail on there. And like a book. As well as his horns. And they're not just regular horns, they have etched detail in, which you'll notice a lot more with a lot of the Zinj kits. They have etched detail in the horns and things like that. So it's a really nice kit. So basically now I'm going to get out my GW clippers. I have a sharp blade on my X-Acto knife and my super glue. I like the Gorilla Glue gel. I find it dries really quickly and it doesn't run and get on your fingers and things like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this, and it's going to be really fast, so 4 or 8 times depending how long it takes me. And you guys will just be able to kind of get a quick picture of what it takes to put this guy together. And there you have it. I finished building him, and he's a wonderful kit. Went together very well. Everything fit together super nice. I have to keep the camera far away because he's so big. Like, this is him relative to a Chaos Biker that I happen to have on my painting desk. Like, he can drive almost through his legs. That's a Chaos Lord on a bike. So this guy is massive. Went together fairly well. There's one mistake in the instructions. One of his parts does not have the correct number. But yeah, wicked model. I can't wait to get him on the tabletop, get some paint on him. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't, well, it is what it is. If we get enough thumbs up and if people like it, I'll do every kit as I build them. I would like to go through and just every time I build a new box set, you know, if you build 10 of them, you just do it for one, but I would like to just show people, you know, how they go together. So have a good one.